Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen.We, the platform where we speak truth to power. Today, we're just really going to go into a few things, and I want you to really help. I'd really like you to be helpful. And the best way you can help is what I'm going to suggest that you do. All you have to do is share the broadcast. That is the help I will need from you. To that end, before we go too much further, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to Citizen.We on YouTube. That's the first thing you should do, because the information that we're sharing is something that people need to, to have. It's very, very important. And what we're trying to do on all platforms now is to encourage all Southerners to understand that we are in an apartheid, we are under apartheid. That is to say, as Southerners collectively, we are slaves. And we need to take steps to confront the apartheid, to defeat it. The people who are ruling us are Fulanis. They are non-indigenous. That is to say, they come from Djalon. That's where they come from. Let me just put that here. They come from Djalon. I would always try and remind us too about that. So your role in this is really, when you get this broadcast, the least you can do is to share it. It really is important. Now, I'm about to play you a video. In this video, you will see Chile. Chile had similar leaders like we have, similar corrupt leaders like these ones. Let me get you the picture again. I'll get the picture out because you need to see that picture. This type of leaders. These are the type of leaders, similar leaders that General Pinochet and all of that, they are just like our own military junta. Exactly the same. No difference. Now, I'm going to play the video when I play it. And these people, they come from Djalon. So there you have the link. That's the link right there. Okay, so now we've established that. Now let us listen to the steps that Chile people took collectively to confront the military junta that has been oppressing them. Let's watch it in its entirety and let's learn something from that. There is a route to this referendum that they have there. I'm not saying that's all the answer to the problems. We're still, and I urge you all to support Nina's. I think I have the Nina's thing on the screen scrolling across at the top of the page. Go and join Nina's. Very, very important. All Southerners must. Now, let's play the video.
A message impossible to miss, displayed in front of Chile's presidential palace. Approve a new constitution for a better future, it says. On the other side of the street, Catalina Perez joins the celebration, so that her daughter, she says, can live in Chile with dignity.
Our constitution is our original sin. It regulates all the laws, what we can and cannot have. And
did you hear that? Their constitution is the original sin. Same thing. Our constitution is a fraud. Let me just bring it to you. Those of you who weren't there, yesterday I showed this, and I've showed it many times, and I'm going to take this opportunity to show it again. Let us bring this document out to show you that it's a decree. And we need, that's the first thing. It goes beyond arguing. This is beyond argument now. This has gone beyond arguing. What we have is a decree. I want you to know it. It says here, the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. It's a decree that's cited as the Constitution of Nigeria. This is the problem. Let me just put it here. Let me put it where you can see it. So I'll read that again. The decree may be cited. Let me make it bigger so you know. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. I want you to keep looking at that. I want you to bear that in mind. This is why we have to go for a referendum. It says in black and white, this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999, number 24. Now let me see if it goes, number 24. And at the top of the page, it says so. Promulgation Decree number 24, 1999. So there is no dispute about the fact that we are being ruled by a fraudulent document. And that is why we're saying the need for referendum is ever more stronger. And we are being ruled by apartheid. The people who are ruling over us, they are from Djalon. Let me show you again. I want to remind you, they come from Djalon, as you see. And go back to the top of the bottom of the page. This decree, let me make that bigger. Make that bigger. This decree may be cited. Let me just go back. So you can see that it's there. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. That is the document there, signed by General Abdul Salam. You've got his name there. This is not in dispute. These guys, and they come from these military generals, this bunch of crooks, thieves. They're nothing but thieves, are presiding over us. These men here, these people here, they give you this constitution. I hope you are connecting, and they come from Djalon. They are not part of you. Do you get it? I hope you are getting it. They come from Djalon. Buhari, Abacha, Babangida, Abdul Salam. Abdul Salam, let me get a picture of Abdul Salam out. He's not going to escape this either. Where we are. Let me just get this out for you. Because these are the kind of things that we are not addressing. We need to address these things. And I just think we need to be very, very clear. Let me just go. 1 second, please. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to put this picture up. That is Abdul Salam, and he's in the picture here. I will come back with the other one later. That's him. And that's the one that was giving weapons to Fulani terrorists. That's him there. There's a younger picture of him, which I will try and get out for you. We'll try and get that for you. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm just coming. We'll get there in the end. I just like to do things in a particular way so that you understand what is going on. No, not that one. Okay, let's go the other way. One more time. Okay. Okay, let's see if it comes up. No, it's not there. I think I know where it is, but I just have to let me see. It is in here somewhere. I've seen it. Let me see. I just want to get, if I can get it. No. One minute. I'm just trying to find it. No. It's proving difficult, but listen, it's okay. So that is the man here. He's, that's a more current picture of him, but I'll show you but I wanted to show you one of him in military. So all of these people, they've engaged in oppressing and suppressing you with a document that they say is a decree. It says in the document, this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. It states it. So there's no dispute there. That's why we're going for a referendum. That's why we must call for it. Now let's watch what Chile did. Let's watch on.
Clearly, it's no good.
40 years ago, military dictator General Augusto Pinochet called for a new constitution to be drafted. It was
Again, let me pause it there. I want to completely continue to remind you. These are the people who did this to you. Yeah? Just like in Chile, the military imposed a fraudulent constitution on the people. With the one I just showed you. The same thing. Can you see there are similarities between Chile and us? Can you see that now? Are you seeing that similarity? I hope you are. Just to remind you again, here's the constitution. Here's what they imposed. Here's what this bunch of crooks imposed on you. This bunch of crooks imposed this on you. I'm going to try and find that Abubakar one because I want you to see the picture. So these guys must not escape this. They cannot get away from what they've done. They mustn't. And it is really quite, let me just go. see. I can't see what I'm trying. I cannot seem to find that thing. It's very important that I find that picture, because it comes up when I least expect it. But what I want you to the reason why I'm talking about that picture and why it's important is because we have to make sure that people know those who did it, and the effects of what we're suffering today is as a result of this constitution. The decree may be cited as a constitution. It says so in the document. You can't argue with it. Now, let me just try one more time, because I do believe I have it somewhere, and I just want to make sure I can bring it to you. So let's go perusing a little bit. Just give me a little bit of time. I will get this to you, because these are the people who are oppressing and suppressing us. You know, they stand there and they're telling us all of this nonsense, and they're the ones oppressing us, and they are not even indigenes of our area. They don't come from, Yoruba land or Igbo land or Middle Belt. They come from Djalon, and we must send them back. In all honesty, the oppression, we are under apartheid. We are under apartheid. Let's have a look at this. I'm trying to just check. Is that him? No, that's not him. That's not him. Okay, I will get there. There is a picture of him which I have. I think I can almost see it. But let me just look in my archive to build because you need this kind of thing to give you context. You see, context is very important. When we are telling this story, the narrative, it's very important that we actually we actually deal with what is being said. And I'm going to play you something about Unwobodo, as that came out in the video yesterday. I'm going to play you that, and in case for those of you who may have missed it. So let's get this picture out. I know I have it somewhere, but sometimes it goes hiding, and I will find it. And this time I will remember. Once I remember the name, I will put it in the right order. But I know I've got it. 1 second, please. We are looking, of course, for General Abdul Salam in uniform, wearing the uniform, and that is what we are trying to source and give to you, so that you know that there is there's no debate there that these guys are a bunch of crooks that have imposed the fraudulent constitution on you and I, and we're suffering from that collectively till today. And these are the things that we try to bring to your attention. I'm telling you, just look at that part of the document, and I will be talking about that a great deal. I've talked about it before, but I'm going to make sure that we even bring that more and more to your attention. If I can't find it, I will come back later on. I'm going to source it. I know it's somewhere. I know normally if I go looking, as soon as I leave now, I bet it will suddenly show up. Okay, you know what? Key thing. Just bear in mind, this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. Same thing with what they were doing. Now,
authoritarian. It also consecrated an extreme free market economic model with almost no state oversight.
It was ratified in a widely contested referendum.
Did you see? It was ratified. You see?
Which is why all these people say that it was illegitimate from its conception.
Illegitimate.
Over the years, Chile's economy.
Just like this constitution, this is what I'm telling you, this fraud is illegitimate. You cannot have a decree be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's what we have. And that's why we're saying what we're saying. That's the similarity right there with Chile. And Chile have now gone for a referendum, and they passed a new referendum. And they've used that to now build, and we need a referendum because we have 4 different countries, and we need to decide if you're going to be together or separate. So that referendum is a must.
Economy has become known as the Latin American success story. But the very fact that the government has been forced to cave into demands for this new referendum seems to suggest that something was seriously wrong.
Yeah,
Chile's not the poorest country in Latin America by a long shot, but it has the highest income disparity. The Constitution does not guarantee many basic social rights, as in most modern democracies. When millions of Chileans took to the streets last year to demand better minimum wages, education, pensions, and health care, they pointed the finger at their politicians, but also at their Magna Carta.
Our constitution basically recognized private property as the supreme right above all others. The rights of an individual or private interest take predominance over those of society as a whole.
But critics insist throwing out the current constitution and starting from scratch creates false expectations and economic instability. Patricio Navia ultimately blames Chile's elite.
That when the elites do not change things to make the system more inclusive, there are revolts, bottom-up revolts, that drastically transform the entire system and everyone ends up losing.
That's the pessimistic.
Now, I'm going to pause the picture here. That's people power. What you see here is people power. We need to exercise that. People power by way of a referendum. They called for, they did the steps to make sure that they got a referendum. That's what we're trying to do right now. And they're trying to stop us. And we, by using military means and our police to suppress and oppress us, yet. And that tells you that we are under a decree, a military decree. And the document says it. Don't take my word for it. This is what they imposed on you. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999. It's in black and white. It's indisputable. There. General Djalon signed it into law. You know, we were thinking there was no referendum. That's why we're calling for a referendum. And the steps taken by Chile, by the Chileans, is the steps we need to take to make sure we get a referendum and decide if we want to be part of Contraption Nigeria, Southerners, or breakaway. That must happen. It must happen. Now, let's listen on.
View. But right now, the prospect of drafting a new constitution with popular input is seen as a major triumph by those who are hoping to set Chile's democracy on a new, more socially equal path. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, Santiago.
So, if it is good enough for the Chileans to get a referendum, I put it to you, Southerners, Yorubas, Biafrans, Igbos, Southerners collectively, that it is good enough for us to get a referendum. If it is good enough for Chile collectively, for Chileans to go for to demand for and get referendum, then it is good enough for us. And let's not forget, the Fulanis come from Djalon. They come from Djalon. The current constitution that we wrote, that we have, were written by military men. These men in the military, and these men here, the current constitution was written by them. Plus one more, if I can find his picture, plus this one, Djalon Abubakar. These four, yes, the current constitution was written by them, and you can see he's supporting. You see General Djalon Abubakar, you can see his name up there. That's Abacha, that's Buhari, and that's Babangida. The current constitution, just to remind you all, is a fraud imposed on you and I. It is a decree. It says so. It says so. So we have to go for a referendum. We have to go for a referendum as Southerners. And they come from Djalon. I just want also we need to connect the dots. For too long, we have not connected the dots. Sorry about this. Let me just make sure I get that there. Okay. So I'm going to put this here. So you see, these people here, this is where their roots come from. These four. And they're the ones who imposed this constitution on you and I. And we are the indigenous people of Yoruba land, Igbo land, Middle Belt. And these guys from Djalon have imposed this fraud on you and I. They have. It's time we woke up and confronted that fact. A referendum is the only course of action. Very much like what Chileans did, we must do the same. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it here. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. What do you think? Does this make sense to you? We need to continue this discussion. What I want most above all, this is not a job for just one or two people who are talking among ourselves. We need every Southerner, and I mean every Southerner at home and abroad, to be engaged in this pressure, mounting this pressure till we actualize the referendum. We need to make sure that the towns and the villages and all of the small towns and small places, that we have, that people there know that the best way to solve this is to go for a referendum. So please, when you get this video, I hope you're going to share it. Share it far and wide. The information it contained is very, very self-explanatory. You can see it. We are being ruled by a decree that is cited as a constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it tells you that we don't have a constitution. It's a decree, cloaked, dressed up as a constitution. That's very damning evidence, one that none of us can ignore. Tell everybody about this video. Please share, and share. You're, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We only deal in one currency, and that's the truth. And we are the Sorosuke generation with evidence, such as we are presenting before you right now. Just one more thing before we go. I will urge you, please go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Please go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. We'd very much like you to do that. Subscribe to Citizen AY, hit the notification button, give us the thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up. We truly appreciate you watching us. Please do not keep this video to yourself. If what we are saying in it, if you agree with it and there is no reason why we shouldn't, the information is very, very clear, it's straightforward, there's nothing hidden. If you agree with it, please share the video. Share it to family and friends. It is time we rescue Southerners. We are under apartheid regime. We are being ruled by people, foreigners who are now who are ruling over us in our own land. They come from Djalon. Everything is in there. You can see, you can connect all the dots. You can see it. It's not hidden. Please share, and share. Thank you for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye.